Hello everyone, this is Helios Raven. I tell you how to do it, even if you don't care. And I'm going to here to answer a question that I'm assuming maybe a couple of you have been asking, which is, whatever happened to Helios and the Colossus videos I was doing? Well, to assure you, I have not forgotten about them. To first answer the short question, which is the Colossus. The Colossus is right there. I got into a little bit of a snag with the side pieces here, where I was just figuring out, I was doing it in one way, and then I realized that was the wrong way, so now I have to reconfigure his entire, the way that I'm building him, and he's been put on the wayside because of the Titan. We have gotten some improvements on the Titan since we last seen. Like, I don't know if anyone saw, I don't know if I put in my last video, but this is the little Rhino, the Chimera bunker chaos thing that we're putting on. My girlfriend painted it up to look like the Night Lords. Let's see right there. So she did that all nice up and everything. And we also, and mostly the reason I've been not posting is because I've been sitting there painting. Like, here's one look here, and there's a lot of really tiny details in there, and I just really wanted to get it all done. Plus, the weather over here has been not so great, so I haven't been able to go outside to do one part of this project. Like right here, I sanded out this piece here to make room for, this is a little brief, like a little preview here, some ball bearings that we're going to put in to this guy. So, and those ball bearings are for a special project, and guess, where basically for just, since it's not going to be a real big surprise for a while, is we're magnetizing his arms to give him full range of motion with his arms. So this ball bearing will sit in there, and I'll explain why I had to sand out this piece later, but so we have that. And quick here, a little paint up. This is part of his shoulder bracket that we all got here. It's all been done up. I just have to add the void shield marker to it. There's the other one. And also I have been working on the head and the Titan crew. There they actually all are. Unlike my regular Imperial Guard, I decided to go with the more traditional Adeptus Mechanicum color for them, because they're official troopers from Mechanicum, so I made them very bright, distinguished red. And I'm actually very happy with these guys, because on the head pieces here and some of the detail work on the captain is actually used the old bronze brass, Prison Brass paint that was made by one of the older companies of Games Workshop painting before they switched over, which I was very happy about. Finding a bottle of that, and see there, I got all this detail all decked out and painted. Still gotta paint the headrests and add the little side panels to it. And let's see, where is it? I also got this little bag of stuff with all these little painted bits in there for the vehicle, so I got all that going on. And there's his head, so everyone can see that. And I got his little body chassis, the part where the head's connected. See, it's all right there. And all this really crazy little tiny detail that you can see. And so we got a little look there. So I've basically been busy painting all this stuff this entire time. And this was the last piece, this is the last of the pieces I've been actually working on lately. And that is basically what I've really been working on for this whole thing. And so I do apologize for that. It's been taking me a while. The Colossus tank is probably going to take the longest for me to get back to, because I'm kind of putting that on hold until Helios is finished. Sorry for the very, Blair Witch camera action going on right now. But it is getting worked on. I'm actually going to be filming another video in the near future involving Helios here, so that should be up on next Tuesday. And also, just for a little quick treat here, in case anyone didn't get to see it, my friends for my birthday got me another Imperial Guard Shadow Sword Stormlord. I'm not going to really do anything about this in the near future. Like Helios and my Colossus are going to be taking up a lot of my time, and going to try and get some Battlefleet Gothic, but let's pop this thing open. They gave this to me for my birthday. It was the second tank that they got me, which I love, and for those who don't know me, I love tanks. That's actually the real reason why I picked the Imperial Guard as an army, and why I'm doing an Adeptus Mechanicum themed army, just to get more tanks. And this one is actually going to be turning into a Hexblade as well. If you're not sure what that is, take a look at my Emperor's Will video. There's a link right here. And it was inspired by the Blue Table painting YouTube video guys. You should check them out. They are like phenomenal painters. I'll be lucky if I actually get anywhere near their paint level skills in any time during my course of this hobby. And I'll post another video when this guy is done doing a showing you what I'm basically going to call the Hexblade Mark II Helios Raven style. And let's just open this guy up for a minute, see what we can see. Sorry, that is what he comes as right out of the box. You got these big old pieces with all these fun little bits, and he's basically broken down to little styles, like here's side platings and sponses. Then we got accessories and add-ons like gun shells and such. Those I'm going to probably turn into objective markers and such, which I'll be going over. I'm going to have a video about that later on too. And here's his gun bits for the big gold cannon on the front of it. This is, looks like mostly the main chassis, and I have something to say about that in a second. And then the tank treads, which are all down there, and behind it is the transfer sheet and the instruction manual. All in all, this model looks very intimidating once you open the box, but literally, once you start building him, you're going to be very impressed on how quickly he goes. Like, it's not that really much of a difficult vehicle to build. It's like, we can literally take a couple of hours, but nothing too big. Again, I'm very happy with how the model looks, because Games Workshop is putting on their A game now with all this stuff, and I just hope that they continue to produce more apocalypse stuff. I did hear a rumor once that they are going to build a Scorpion plastic model kit, which I will just go nuts over and have to buy at least one of those, because I love Eldar and I wish I could have more. I want to give them more loving because they were my first army. And now, one quick thing here. Take a look at this. Now, for the Adeptus Mechanicum, the symbol is the skull half is white and the machine side is metal. And for the Dark Mechanicum, it's reversed. But if you look here, most of the symbols, at least, for at least the way Forge World makes them in the way that they're done, like actually on the here on this Battlefleet Gothic ship that Games Workshop produced, I'll add the Mechanicum, it's supposed to look like this. But the way that this shrine is built, they accidentally switched the mechanical piece of the skull. So I noticed this on my other vehicles, so basically when you look at a glance, because I painted it in the colors it's supposed to be, I painted the skull white and the metal bit metalish black. But from afar it looks like I painted a Dark Mechanicum symbol on my army. And I just thought that was I didn't know if maybe, oh, because that is the metal side, it's okay, or anything, but I just find it hilarious that when Games Workshop produces, the pictures and such, it's always the reverse, where this is on the left side, your left side, and the white skull and the skull's on your right. And so basically, when you paint this up in the proper color scheme, you end up having a it ends up looking from afar a Dark Mechanicum symbol. But if you paint it properly, it again still looks like a Dark Mechanicum. It ends up being the Dark Mechanicum symbol because this is supposed to be white and not black. So I just found that a little bit hilarious that there's a little swap there. And in case anyone ever notices, like if I ever put up videos of my other tanks and such, and you notice that it's not that I painted them in the Dark Mechanicum color scheme, it's because I painted them the way they're supposed to be. The skull's supposed to be a skull color, and Games Workshop for some reason flipped it accidentally on the model. I guess someone wasn't paying attention that day or whatever. But yep, that was a quick little review. I just wanted to give you a little something more than just, oh hey, look, pretty pictures of a model that I'm not going to work on today. So I thought I'd give you a little in-depth look at the box that this guy is. I know he's an old model, but again, he's really the only thing I had lying around where I can make this video a little bit interesting. And so, that is it. And I hope you enjoyed this. I'm hoping for next week to have at least one video with Helios in it. And so until next time, this is Helios Raven, signing off.